But now, yeah, you mentioned before in the interview you have a family and a home which you like to spend time with. How many times a week, a day, do you still pick up a guitar at home?
A lot. I pick up a guitar once a day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, even on tour. I haven't picked it up today though, but I will before the show. Yeah, I still have, you know, I'm still trying to, it's a love-hate relationship with that. Because you know, my abilities as a guitar player, I'm not well known for being a great guitar player, but I think as a songwriter and part of this band, I think I've proved to myself that I can, you know, at least do that. And I can at least write songs with Fieldy and Jonathan and be successful at it. And but you know, as the realm of a guitar player, I don't really see, I'm not, you know.
Yeah, you mentioned success. Is success still maybe because you've had a lot of success already, so you've proved at least what you said before, but is it still important today for you? When you bring out a new album, is it important that it's successful or received well?
It's a little, there's some, you know, there's always a little worry. There's always a little worry when we release a record that, you know, of course you want people to like your art. It's art, you know? You want people to like it. You want them to each get something different from it. And it's not, but you can't make everybody happy.
That's true.
But you have to push yourself as an artist to, you know, to innovate, you know? Or because if you're not gonna, you know, use a 7-string guitar, I'm gonna. Or Meshuggah's gonna use the 8-string, and so on and so on. It's about innovating, and I think that innovation inspires.
Another thing I wanted to ask you about maybe inspiration. Is there something that Jonathan wrote for this latest album that really struck something in you?
I think I think the way he approached the melodies. I think also we changed keys. I think his lyrics are pretty fucking hardcore.
Do you share his views?
Down. Huh?
Do you share his views?
I share a lot of his views. Some of the stuff is personal, so I can relate with it. But you know, they're mostly personal experiences as far as lyrics. But I mean, the melodies that he wrote on this record are amazing. Some of the best he's written in 15, 16 years.
Can you name one example of one song that really is?
Yeah, there's a song called "Way Too Far," and I really love the chorus. It's very melodic, and what he's singing about is how he tends to take things literally way too far. He'll take something and just push it until it gives. And
okay.
yeah, I see him doing that every day.
The reinvention that just, yeah, has been going on now for the last 2 years, I'd say. Is it something that you will continue to follow this path a little bit, or is this a one record experiment for you, or experiment for the sound?
The thing that with this record is, you know, it was sort of an experiment, really, that we didn't know how it was going to turn out, and it turned out really well. But I don't think it's something you have to see when you're trying to recreate that again. It's going to have no life. It's going to be lifeless. I think we need to sort of use the things that we did like and work and that we liked, and use that onto, you know, it's like an investor reinvesting in himself. You use those things and those elements to sort of reinvest in a new sound and take the valuable elements and reinvest that in our new sound, whatever it may be from here.
Maybe can the title apply to that the Path of Totality, that you take something on totally?
Well, you know, the whole
thing
thing sort of came from, you know, Jonathan was racking his head and writing lyrics and stuff, but it came from the all the musicians that were part of the album process, and the producers, you know, the noisy guys from here in the Netherlands, Feed Me from the UK. So, and some of the guys were from Canada, became sort of this worldly thing. So I started looking at some solar system terms, and I saw this documentary about solar eclipses. And so that's the path of totality, is when the sun eclipses the moon, and it's the shadow that moves across the earth. And so I thought it was kind of like, well, all the elements have to be just right lined up for this to occur. And I thought it was kind of cool, and that's what they call it, the path of totality. And I asked Jonathan what he thought about it. He loved it. So we went with that title.
Have you seen the eclipse? I think it was 10
I've
years
never
ago?
seen one, no.
There was one in France. I think there was.
Not yet. I will.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.